Reverend Dr. Paxton JAPrice, founder of Paxton's Foundation and Church of Redemption. He is an entrepreneur, a TV and radio host, better known as The Rev. This show is designed just for you, the listener, to educate, entertain, and equip you. Now sit back, buckle up, and now let's roll with The Rev.
America, you know what time it is. It's your main man, The Rev, Faith in Sports. You already know what we do. We're not going to go through that no more. Ryan, I want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles as we start.
They just signed.
They just signed the defensive end for the Giants.
Yeah. Azeez Ojulari.
Ojulari!
Yeah, he's it's a lot of one-year deals the Eagles are doing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to figure out what that is because you're doing that and then you're going to be right back in the same spot.
Well, I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to buy low, and hopefully they have a breakout season.
High rewards, yeah.
Yeah, and
get some picks.
Yeah, and you get picks. Like say if he has a good year and he signs a free agent next year for another team, you get comp picks.
Yeah.
So that's a good.
Because we have for 2026 we have 12 picks.
Yeah, you got 12 picks.
Yeah,
Yep.
we got 12 picks and we got 6 in the first 3 rounds. So
yeah.
It's
so that's gonna be good for y'all.
But you
y'all gonna have a bad season.
You got to develop them.
Yeah,
and then you got breaking news that Lane Johnson signed a 1-year extension.
You got 1-year extension. His old behind self.
Yeah, this is year 12 he going into.
Is this year 12?
Yeah, man.
Lane Johnson.
I don't know how many more extensions he got.
Yeah, because he probably break down this year.
It's when you look at this team and the way that they're we lost a lot.
Yeah.
You
Sweat.
When you lose so much on defense and then you lose Becton.
Yeah.
On the offensive
line.
Yeah,
because he played well for y'all last year.
Yeah, but you just that's the reality of it. There's no way you can pay all those.
You can't pay everybody.
Yeah, you can't pay. So you lose Sweat, you lose Milton Williams, you lose CJ, GJ, whatever his name is. Gardner Johnson. Yeah, but he's
I thought he was the attitude for your team.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
But
he brought that attitude.
But he's a good player. A lot of people.
Yeah, he just a little slightly above average football player.
He gets burnt on one-on-one.
Yeah, because he's slightly above average football, but his attitude is good for
he brings a lot of the physicality and the attitude for the team. Yeah, but I feel like we have those.
Who y'all got with that with?
Carter. Come on,
man. Carter is.
He's gonna be the highest paid. He's gonna be the highest paid defensive player in the league.
He's gonna be a bust.
It's too late. He's showing off. He's a champion too.
He ain't. Carter.
Y'all
ain't never had superstars on your team. That's
and he's probably going. What do you mean?
Y'all name a superstar the Eagles have on your team.
AJ Brown.
I mean, a superstar that y'all developed. Y'all get
Brian
superstar
Dawkins.
for other teams. I mean, not really, but we'll give you Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins, you're going to be on this show.
We'll give you one.
Come
on, Brian.
We're going to be on this show, Brian.
You a little bit overrated in the first place. Come on.
I need you to say that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Brian, we're gonna have you. We're gonna have you in person, man.
The Rev said you a little bit overrated.
I don't. No, you don't believe that.
Yeah, the Rev said he was a little bit overrated. He hot. I always remember him jumping on people like he's Superman or something. Get out of here. Get out that clown stuff.
No, Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yeah, he jumping on people like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Everybody in the league said that when you get hit by Brian, you going. He was for his era. He was top 3 safety. It was him, Ed Reed, and Palomalu.
He might have been top 10.
Come on, man. Come on.
10.
Come on.
He was just overrated. That's all.
Now, getting back. Now, I don't believe that, and you don't believe that.
I think he was overrated.
Now, who was overrated was Troy Aikman. But when you get back to these players, the Eagles
quarterback of the dynasty, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
The greatest dynasty in football history. He was overrated.
I don't think it was the greatest dynasty.
I don't know who was better.
The Dolphins.
Well,
Dolphins, they ain't lose a game.
They had one season where they ain't lose a game. They ain't play that many games.
And the next year they lost one game and won the Super Bowl again.
The reason why they ain't win back to back.
Yeah, they did.
No, the Dolphins ain't won back-to-back.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they won back-to-back.
Yeah, with Don Shula.
I don't think they won back-to-back.
They did.
We gotta look that up. I ain't too sure they won back-to-back.
Yeah,
I think they lost and then they won. That's their undefeated season. I think, but we
gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
We gonna have a show.
But the reason why Dallas Cowboys are the greatest dynasty of all time is because they're the only team in history. I don't know why nobody ever brings this up. They're the only team in history that when they won, they beat in their division the Super Bowl champs.
Washington. Washington.
The year before Washington, the Super Bowl champs the year before that, the Giants, and they had to go through the Super Bowl champs the year before that, 49ers. Nobody ever did that. Ever. Think about that. We had to play the Giants and Washington 3 times in the season for the 2 seasons, and we had to play the 49ers. Yeah, think about that. In our division. And guess what team made the playoff those years? Philadelphia Eagles. That's Freddie Wright and them.
Yeah.
We had to go through our division with Super Bowl champs.
Look like we about to start doing it.
No, y'all ain't never gonna win again. Twice in 6 years. Twice in 6 years. If I put a clock and the clock is broken, it's gonna be right twice in 6 years.
You said the first time when we ain't never gonna win again.
I mean, like I said, a clock broken and twice. I forgot it had to be twice.
Oh, so now it ain't never gonna happen
twice.
Again.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Yeah.
So what do you think about these 1 year deals that the Eagles are doing?
I think that's good. I think it's a good move for the Eagles. What you want to do is you want to.
It's a big risk and reward too.
Yeah, I mean that's you try to hit.
Yeah.
You trying to hit on somebody, and they got a chance to hit on.
What do you think about the running back? Because he didn't play last year. He had a neck injury.
AJ Dillon.
Yeah, Dillon. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean AJ. I always thought he was a decent running back.
Power back.
Yeah, good. He's good number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely good number 2.
Yeah. I mean,
he didn't play last year though.
That's what I said. So, he was out.
Yeah. So is he might got fresh legs. So he a good number 2.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're gonna see what happens. You got Washington, and again, like we said, you was talking about the division is doing what it's doing again.
Oh yeah.
It's always been like that though.
Oh yeah, we got the best division in football.
If you got 20 years of different,
champs,
that's
division champs. It's our turn again, so we're gonna win our division again. We back.
Y'all lost to Marcus Lawrence. And now
Marcus Lawrence ain't play last.
Why does Parsons keep talking about? But that's the one thing he's got to do is get off the.
I don't know why. He's the best defensive player in football.
He's not better than Garrett.
He's the best.
Matter of fact, he's not even better than T.J. Watt.
He is the best defense. If he wants to talk, if he wants to roll a boat, I don't care what the man does. As long as you keep playing the way you doing, Micah, keep doing what you doing, brother.
Here's my
He bake a cake if you want to. I don't care.
Here's the thing for me, Rev.
Yeah.
Wild take. I think it's gonna happen too.
What thing?
I think before the season starts.
Yeah.
Sometime in the off season around training camp, before training camp starts.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons is gonna be signing with somebody else.
What the world?
Watch what I tell you.
What the world?
Watch what I tell you. Now I want y'all to save this clip.
What the world?
When it happens, we're gonna bring this back.
What the world?
Watch.
It was all a dream.
Got Biggie in there.
Yeah.
It's.
He gonna sign a big extension.
I don't.
He a Cowboy for life. We never let people walk out the building. You can't name one superstar that left out the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, see, you said superstars.
Yeah, superstar left out the Dallas Cowboys.
I was gonna say DeMarcus Lawrence.
Even though Emmett, the only reason why Emmett played on a different team was he wanted to keep playing when he was done.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. But everybody else, they stayed Dallas Cowboys for life. For life.
Tony Romo was a superstar. He was good.
Tony Romo, he was superstar.
So, Rev, from football, let's jump over to this.
March Madness, baby.
Come on, man.
Let's go.
This is what.
Let's put the bracket up because I want you to tell me you're gonna win this national championship. I want you to tell me you're gonna win the national championship because I think I know. I think the Red knows. I think the Red know.
Are we doing men's one first or women's first?
Let's go with men's first. Ladies always go first. Now it's the men's time to go first.
The men, okay.
It's a man's world.
Great. I was just gonna say JB said it. All right, so we got these
let's see what we
ones.
got.
We got Auburn.
Oh,
Duke. Who would have thought Duke would have been back?
Duke. Cooper Flag.
Tell you, man, Duke. Yeah, man, Cooper Flag.
He's different, ain't he? Ain't Cooper Flag different?
Yeah, he's different, man.
Yeah.
He's somebody. I watch him and I say to myself, imagine if Coach K could have had him.
Whew. He is developing.
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna get stronger too. Listen.
Yeah, it's
if I'm the Sixers, keep on losing.
They can't even lose right. When they try to lose, they win.
What you say? They can't lose right.
It's the craziest thing in the world, man. I'm like,
keep on losing, Sixers. You got a chance.
Then you got this team. For me, has been they've been the number one seed for the past 2 years, right? This third straight year.
Who?
Houston.
Oh yeah. Listen. Houston has a very good program. They have a lot of talent over there. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Houston win it all.
But if they keep getting here, and that's what March Madness is.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say they keep getting there and they keep choking because
because it's hard.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams to go through.
A whole lot of teams.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams to go through. And then you got Florida, Rev.
Yeah, I like Florida a lot. I like how tall Florida is. Florida is a big team. They play good defense. I think they might get a little too 3-point happy, but
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: out of those 4 number 1 seeds, who's the one you got the least amount of confidence in?
Houston.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Auburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I watch Auburn,
yeah,
something about them is not. I don't.
Now, see, they a more experienced team, so I actually expect more out of them.
There you go. I'm expecting more than what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
but that's a tough conference.
It is.
Oh,
I know
goodness,
it is.
That's a tough conference.
It is because you got Michigan in there now.
Yeah, man, that's another team that surprised me.
I know.
It's gonna be a really good tournament. I like what I see. In the East.
Gonzaga's always in it.
Yeah, Gonzaga, they always in it. I like what I see in the East because I'm gonna tell you a team that I think is a sleeper team. Oregon. I like Oregon.
I know.
Every time I see Oregon, I like Oregon.
I know.
And they in the East with Duke too.
Yep. And
one upset.
They're yeah. That.
I like what we see, and then I like the regionals.
Alabama's in it too now.
No, don't forget about Alabama. Good.
I'm not as
Alabama's good.
Yeah, but yeah, it says something when you lose your star player.
Yes.
To the NBA draft, and you right back.
And you right back in.
Yeah, it's going to be. My sleeper team is Purdue though.
Purdue.
Yeah,
I like Purdue
because they ain't really getting talked about this much.
I'm gonna tell you who is a number 2 seed, playing a tough conference, but nobody ever says anything about them. St. John's. St. John's is number 2 seed.
I know.
They ain't underrated. They are number 2 seed, but nobody ever talks about them
because they not the sexy pick.
They not the sexy pick.
Yeah, but St. John, that's out the East, man.
Yeah, that's out the East.
Remember when the Big East?
Remember the Big East was monsters.
St. John's was.
St. John's.
That's when you was kind of nervous to go up against them teams.
I know that's right.
It's
Purdue. Not Purdue. Providence.
Providence, yeah. But it's good to see them back.
Yeah.
Because it's been a long time for St. John's.
Yeah. St. John's is a very good team. They are number 2 seed. I expect big things out.
That's a quiet number 2 too.
I'm not gonna pick the Final Four yet.
Me either. No. Yeah.
But I think St. John's got a really good opportunity to be one of the Final Four teams. St. John's.
This is what we was waiting on.
This is what we waiting for. This is March Madness right here.
When football season ended, we said the next is March Madness.
Yes, sir.
And we here.
Yes, sir.
We done pulled up on it quick.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Upsets. I'm not confident in upsets this year.
I know.
I just, we always have them, so I expect to see some. But I'm just not comfortable seeing who could upset somebody. These teams.
You know what though? As we're talking and I'm looking at this bracket, and you talking about upsets.
Yeah.
Houston might be the first one out of the top 4.
You think so?
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said Auburn, but Houston, they don't wow you. It's like they just play the game, and it's like it's no. Man.
Another team I like is Tennessee. I like that Tennessee team. Boy, I like Tennessee.
Tennessee's always been.
They always.
The past few years, they've been right.
Yeah.
They've been right there in it, and it's just it's them upsets that happen.
Yep. Yeah. Man.
UConn's back though.
UConn.
Yeah.
I just don't see where the upset's gonna happen. I'm sure there's gonna be some. Always is, but I just don't see where it's gonna happen at. I'm gonna be when it happens. I'm gonna be surprised.
This is and March Madness goes quick.
Oh, super quick.
Yeah, it's games every single day.
Every day, all day long.
Oh man.
I go in the office, and what I do is I go in the office. I tell everybody I'm in my office. I'm gonna be working. I got on my computer. I got this fake typing sound, and my computer's like it's typing. You know what I mean? Like I'm really in there working. I'm there watching TV on my couch.
You got your feet up.
I got the TV. I got my feet up. I'm watching the game.
You lock the door.
I lock the door. Locked. The door locked.
So you got to make sure you lock that door.
Something happened. They come to the door. I'm like, hold on, I'm working so hard. Woo! And then I come to the door. Yeah. That's how the Rev does it. That's how the Rev does for March Madness.
They said, what was you working on?
I was working on.
They said, it's been madness in here.
It's been a bunch of madness in here.
March Madness. Now the women's bracket.
The women's bracket
done popped up, but they've been so interesting this year or the past few years. So, I mean, they both.
The team.
So for me, I'm gonna say the men's always have been top dog.
Of course.
But the women's now.
The women are looking good, ain't they? Women are playing good basketball. I'm gonna tell you who I'm worried about. South Carolina.
Yeah, man.
I am concerned about South Carolina.
They don't look
as dominant as they used to look.
And Dawn Staley almost looks concerned.
Yeah, she.
Because it's.
She ain't wearing none of that Philadelphia Eagle message.
She probably season's over with, so
Yeah,
they can't. We ain't worried about it now.
Dawn Staley working around.
She might have it on though.
She better not have it on.
USC in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she better not have it on.
I mean,
better not have that Eagle stuff on, Dawn.
I mean, that got her over the hump last time.
That did get over the hump last time.
Yeah, go on, put it on.
You better not put it on, girl.
Go on, put it on. Don't.
By no Eagle fan.
Go on, put it on. And you know what? Alabama got the women's and the men's in the bracket.
Alabama got 1 women, 1 men.
Soon as the football fell off.
They turned to a basketball school.
As soon as Nick Saban left, they done turned to a basketball.
They done turned to a basketball school.
When they become a basketball program?
Man, they done turned to a whole basketball program. Alabama #1 ranked men, #1 ranked women.
That's crazy.
#1 seed. But yeah, I like their women's team as just as much as like the men's team. UConn once again. UConn is a threat once again.
Texas.
Yep. So this women's tournament is going to be exciting and fun. And I think now they get a little bit more exposure.
Yep.
Because if you look at the times they're playing on and channels they're playing on, they're gonna get a little bit more exposure. But now, unfortunately for them, it's time to put up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like last year, that Clark and Reese thing. But now you ain't got that. Now you got the show now.
Yep.
Now you got you want people to pay attention to you. Okay, well let's perform on the court.
Yep. But they have those players that could do it.
Oh yeah.
Juju. You got
Juju.
You got Juju and I always forget her name, but she's so good, man. From is it Duke?
Duke.
No, UConn. UConn, but I always forget her name.
Yeah, UConn got a very good program.
Yeah, she might be. I mean, to me it's Juju, but she's a close second.
Yeah, Juju is good. And you got that on the West Coast. You got so many players on the West Coast now that it's not so much. when we were young, it used to be East Coast bias. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But now you got just as good players on the West Coast, and you ain't got to worry about if the bias on one coast or not.
No.
You have a really good chance of seeing a good tournament. But like I said, ladies, play good basketball. This is your chance. This is your chance to show America that you're just as exciting as the men.
Yeah.
But you can't come up short, and don't, you know what I mean? Don't waste your opportunity.
Because the women's WNBA is they kind of on a collision course to kind of go into a lockout.
My thing is, they so focused on other stuff that they're not focusing on the basketball.
Yep.
It's the basketball that's going to draw people.
And they started that with this Reese and Clark thing, and now that's died down.
Yes.
What are you going to do? What you going to do? And
that's the difference between hype and substance.
But most people, we were watching because we liked the competitiveness.
That's the difference between hype and substance.
Yep.
They got caught up on the hype and lost focus on the substance. But what basketball fans want to see is the substance.
Yeah, because when you listen to people and they say Angel Reese ain't that good and all of this, and I'm like,
how good she is.
The talent is
it's
that's more of from the hype.
Yes.
That came from the hype of now you have an envy or a hate towards her because of what they created with that. And they were just playing basketball.
Just go out there and play basketball.
They were just playing basketball. And it even got to the point to where they started getting rid of coaches to keep the hype going.
They keep the hype going.
That's not how you build it.
You can't build a franchise on hype. Hype gets people to look at you, but after a while, they're going to be looking for substance.
Yeah.
And if I'm WNBA, we said this before, lower their rims so you can dunk. Lower their rims so you can dunk.
Because that will open up
so much excitement.
All-Star Weekend.
Oh, so much excitement.
And now you can have dunk contest, which is going to bring in more money, which is going to expand the contracts for the players. Do they even do that? The 3-point contest? They don't even have that right now, do they?
I think they're so caught up in trying to prove a point that they're missing opportunities to draw in the fans. And you don't want to do that. You want to draw the fans in. You want to make that money. That's how you make money. You draw the fans in.
Yep.
When people want to see you.
Yep. And it goes back to, what we're talking about with college basketball and this March Madness. This is your chance to show that is actual substance.
Yes.
Which it is.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's substance there.
Don't miss your opportunity.
When you look at a player like Juju.
Yes. Who's getting better and better.
She could carry this thing by herself.
She could. She really could. You see all these young ladies that are improving their game.
Yeah.
And they have an opportunity to show America. Yep. They but like I said, don't miss your opportunity. Don't get caught up in the other stuff.
Yeah, man.
And don't get caught up in they get caught up in other stuff. But just focus and play good basketball.
Yeah.
And when you play good basketball, people like us want to see you.
Yep. Because when Angel Reese and Clark left, everybody wanted to see who was going to be the next up.
Yep.
And they're just as good, if not better.
I think
Juju might be better.
Yeah, I think they're just as good, if not better. But like I said, you have an opportunity. You have your chance. And if you miss your chance, don't go complaining about something. Don't go crying about something.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity. Go out there and play good basketball.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exciting.
Because it's to the point now where the WNBA is talking about having a lockout because
they caught up on the wrong thing.
They caught up on it. Yeah, it's like just
having a lock. Think about this: having a lockout when what you do is play basketball for a living. You get caught up in what other people make. Yeah. We should make what other people. Listen, enjoy what you got going on and do it the best of your ability, and watch that money come flowing in.
Yeah, because the NBA was going through that years ago too.
Years ago, they was going through that.
They was going
years ago, they was going through that.
Yeah,
But guess what? They put in the time, they put in the effort, and now you see what the NBA is now.
You just have to go through.
Now they're making $50-60 million a year.
Curry's the only player to ever sign two $200 million contracts.
Say that again.
Now think about the endorsements and everything.
Rev was born at the wrong time. I took the board when
God, two $200 million contracts.
America, the Rev is here to tell you that if you just put forth the effort, things going to turn out right.
Yep.
It's your main man, the Rev. My main man, Ryan. America, here we go!
Here we go. At our church, Jesus is Lord. That single belief calls us together as a community and sends us into our world with hope and purpose. At our church, your past will never define your future. There's always redemption, which means there's always a brighter day. At our church, we don't think we're better than any other church out there. We're just doing our best to become our best. At our church, we want you to believe in God, but we also want you to know that God believes in you. We are not against people who don't attend church anywhere. Instead, we pursue them with love, the very same love that's pursuing us. At our church, we're learning to serve God with all our hearts, and we're learning to worship Him with all our lives. And if you're looking for the perfect church, we're not it. At our church, we will make mistakes, but we will choose to grow from them. At our church, we're part of a global community that's knit together by the resurrection of Jesus. And by the way, at our church, we believe that really happened too. At our church, we will engage with people who are in real need because we are the hands and the feet of Christ. And finally, we need you to hear this loud and clear. At our church, it's not really our church at all. It's His. And we live and move and breathe in His church for His glory and His fame, not ours. So here's the invitation. You're invited to jump in with your whole heart at your own pace and to experience the life that awaits you in Christ. Friends, this is going to be good. Welcome to our church.